Hi, good evening. This is Scott at Scott Trades on Twitter with StockMarketMentor.com and your chart of the day. I want to take a look at the gold chart here. This is the Gold Spider GLD because I think that this might have a chance to get going. And I'll tell you why. Because commodities are leading in this market. If we look at the DBC, this is the commodity tracking ETF, and you can see commodities are really close to new highs here. And if you saw the market today, maybe you noticed that XLE energy stocks are racing. Nice big move here on heavier than average volume. Some agriculture stocks are also catching a bid, like CF. Really big move off the 50-day moving average. And again, look at that volume. So commodities are really where you want to be, in my opinion, in this market. And so I'm taking a look at the GLD Spider here. And if I zoom out, you can see a pretty clear level of resistance starting from this real breakdown area in August, September of 2020. So a clear level of resistance, can't get above, can't get above, can't get above, can't get above, and can't get above. But since October, you can see that I've pointed out some pretty noticeable higher lows here and a retest of this resistance zone. Now, this is really the first time where we've had sequential higher lows after a little bit of a retest and another test, because you can see here we had a retest, breakdown, retest, breakdown, retest, breakdown, but this time the breakdown was at a higher level. And I'm also attracted to the Gold Spider as opposed to the gold miners because, as you can see, GLD here is above all the major moving averages, where if I go to GDX, it's still getting slammed right at that 200-day moving average. That's the blue line here. So while this may also start to catch a bid, you can kind of draw the same pattern here. And just now, we're just kind of starting to get a little series of higher lows. But again, that 200-day moving average is really kind of acting as a ceiling. So I just want to have an alert on that moving average, maybe around that level. So then I'll take a look at it when it gets above the 200-day moving average and can change the trend. But in the meantime, I have a small position right here in GLD, and I want to see it get above and stay above this downward sloping trend line. And if it can do that, that could be a definite change in character for gold as a sector and a commodity to trade. Because as many gold bugs know, this has been just a nightmare scenario. I see a lot of gold bugs complaining about the volatility of Bitcoin, but I'll tell you, this is also quite painful and has been a painful trade. So I do think that it does have a chance to get going. Maybe it'll do it tomorrow leading up to whatever Jerome Powell says out of the Federal Reserve. We'll have to see. But GLD is definitely something I want to keep an eye on going into tomorrow. And I think it might make sense to add it to your watch list too. So I hope that video was helpful. Hey, give me a follow on Twitter if you don't already, at Scott Trades. And if you want to see what we're doing over at Stock Market Mentor, take a trial. StockMarketMentor.com. Click the link. We'll see you on the other side.